Hi everybody. Yeah, this is my first video. Um, I've seen a lot of videos. I've kind of getting a bit more addicted to watching people's vinyl finds, and I kind of wanted to do my own video. Um, Recently, I upgraded all my stereo equipment, lots of second-hand stuff, bought off eBay, and I transferred my entire vinyl collection from my parents' house, finally, after a bloody long time, here. Now I've got boxes and boxes of records here, but I thought I'd go through the stack of vinyl I've bought probably in the last 2 or 3 months, I guess. I don't really buy new vinyl. What I do is one of the greatest pleasures in life is just rooting through car boot sales and um, charity shops, thrift stores in the US. I think that's what they're called. Um, and finding stuff that I like. Now I tend to like a lot of indie rock, pop. But what's really cool is there's an awful lot of 80s stuff out there, which was when I was a teenager. So there's a lot of nostalgia based in this. So without further ado, I guess we'll get on. Now I still buy tapes, and I might do another video with tapes and CDs. But this is the vinyl I got. Now we'll start off with the stack of 7 inches that I got. Now the first one is Die Vinyls. I Touch Myself. Quite a rude song. But I really like this track. I haven't had it for the longest time. When I saw it, I thought, yeah, I'm having that. This one's kind of sad, really, in a way, because it's not long ago. Prince passed on, and he actually wrote this track. I think he wrote it by himself, I'm not sure. But anyway, he wrote it for Martika, and this is Love Thy Will Be Done. I think this is a beautiful song. I absolutely adore this. I think I've got the CD somewhere, but I saw this, I don't know, 50p or something, and I thought I'd get it. I've played the B-side. I'm not particularly fond of the B-side, Me Tierra, but Love Thy Will Be Done, that is a cracking song. This next one was bought because I've been practicing cleaning my records, and I went out specifically looking for a really grotty single. One of the grottiest I could find, to see how good I could actually make it using and perfecting my skills. Now this is Sandy Shaw, I've got on the string, which I think won Eurovision Song Contest in, I don't know, 67 or something. But it's actually a cracking song, and the B-side, Tell the Boys, is even better. As you can see, I don't know if you can see that very well, really poor lighting, but it's actually come up quite a treat. It's still a bit crackly in places, but I reckon if I clean it even more, there's a few scratches on it, but if I clean, I got that for like 25p, and I thought, well, I'll give it a go, and it's a cracking song. Back to more Prince related, Wendy and Lisa. Now they did, what was that? They were in the Revolution with Prince before he decided to disband them. But I just really like them, and they're both pretty, and they're quite nice to stare at. So I bought that one. Darling Buds, going to my indie stuff, indie roots. They were a cracking band, surrounded the LA 80s. I've got the album on CD. I think I've got some singles somewhere else as well. But this one is Let's Go Round There, and that is a cracking song. A little bit different, this one. And it's got, the sleeve isn't quite good nick. Bit crackly, not too bad. But this is Carmel, and this is Bad Day. Now this is a sumptuous record. Sultry, just absolutely adore this. And I was amazed by how good the cover was actually in, considering the age and the state of the records that were around it. I think another 50p. Can't really go wrong with that. Now this one, this is probably the daftest record I've got for a long time. This is Alexi Sale, and this is Hello John Got a New Motor. Possibly one of the most annoying records in creation, but I just really like it. My ex-partner absolutely thinks this is a pile of crap, but I think top-notch, early 80s novelty record, with a stunning picture of an old Cortina on the back. There you go. Another 25p, absolutely fine. Just showing the diversity of what I actually listen to. This is Fluke. Now they're a dance band. Bit scratched up. I got this from a car boot sale, I think for about 75p. It's not the greatest vinyl in condition, but it does play well. But on here, there is a brilliant instrumental version of Bullet, as well as a really cool Chemical Brothers remix, I think it is. Can't see, I should have my glasses on really. So that's really nice. Aping the old, oh, can't get the record back in. And it apes, for those of you who remember, the old Tesco bags from the 80s, 80s, 70s even. So a nice 10-inch there. Also bought a few 7 inches, 12 inches. First one I got here, I actually bought yesterday, I think. Did I buy it yesterday? Oh, I think so. Now this is a Eurythmics, and it's You've Placed a Chill in My Heart. Is it really coming out on? Is that? I think that's coming out in reverse, isn't it? I don't know. Oh, well, I'll have to fix that for the next video. Maybe it's because I've got it on selfie, I don't know. Anyway, so this is You've Placed a Chill in My Heart. The A-side version is alright, it's a dance mix. And you get a dance mix of Do You Want to Break Up. The one reason I got this is because of the live acoustic version, and it is magnificent. Which isn't on an album anywhere as far as I know. So that's lovely. I had that on, somebody made a tape for me about 1988. So I've been looking for that for quite a long time. So that's very pleased to have that one. Then I went into local hospice care today. I've got a couple of 12 inches and an album I'll show you later. All the Things She Said by Simple Minds. It's quite a nice mix of the title track of a single off the Live and Kicking album. It's also got a remix of Promised You a Miracle, which was their first big hit in the 80s over here in the UK, and a live version of Don't You Forget About Me, which I think was an American #1. That's very nice. That was a quid. Manchester dance band next. Interstellar. Chemistry. I'm not sure what the cover's all about, but anyway, this is a nice record. Yeah, very nice. Another quid. Now, this record I put off buying for about, oh God, since 1987, so that's nearly 30 years, I think. This is a record I remember being played at just about every sixth form disco I have ever ever went to. It instantly takes me back, and it is Don't You Leave Me This Way by the Communards. This, usually Jimmy Somerville leaves me a bit cold. Richard Coles is now funny. I think I saw him last night on QI, I think, as the Reverend Richard Coles. But this, I just think, is a great cover. Went to #1 or something. Great record. I also bought, I think I got these in a, oh, we'll do that one next. This is another joke record. Another novelty one from the 80s. Falco's Amadeus. Can't really say much about this. Decent enough copy. bit of a joke. I'll listen to it occasionally. Lana Miles, Black Velvet. I think this was a 50p job. Yeah, there we go. This one is a classic from the early 80s. It's Pete Winey and Sinful. Quite a nice copy. Sleeve's a bit battered, but who cares? I'm more interested in what the vinyl's like. The vinyl plays absolutely perfectly. Love Sinful. Got it on 7-inch back in the day when it came out. But it's just nice to have the 12-inch, and it's a completely different remix. And then at a boot sale I also got these two. Bruce Foxton, bass player with the Jam. I think he put this out just after they split up on Arista. Oh, that needs a bit of a clean. I have played it, but it does need a clean. Yeah, liking that. And then cover's not so great on this one, but cracking song. Can't remember what the B-sides are. Oh yeah, Intuition told me. Anyway, this is L-O-V-E, Love, and from Orange Juice. I think, is this an Al Green cover, or is this, who wrote this? Yeah, this is an Al Green cover, isn't it? Yeah. I love Orange Juice. First band to try and mix dance, chic, anyway, and indie. Early 80s job. Edwyn Collins, of course, was the vocalist. I do love Orange Juice. Obviously, the most famous hit was Rip It Up, but this is a top-notch track as well. Now we're on to the albums. Got a lot of albums. I'll whiz through most of them. I'll whiz through most of them and maybe talk a bit more about some of them. Right, so this is Saga. What's it called? I think. What's it called? Behaviour. Kind of proggy, but actually a solid rock record. I just picked it up. Another quid job, like most of these things. Very pleasant listen. Next one, The Adventures. This is a later album, I think, by them. This one is Theodore and Friends. Now I've got one single by them, which is Broken Land, which was an absolute classic one-hit wonder. Made them a classic one-hit wonder. This is a pretty good album. Oh, I love the smell of vinyl. Best of Gladys Knight and the Pips. I haven't played this yet, but it looks like a really good copy, and I think it's actually mint. I don't think it's ever been played. If I take it out, it just, oh, there's a couple of finger marks, but it's hardly been played. It's just top quality. Another pound job. Midnight Train to Georgia, that kind of thing. I like a little bit of soul, especially 60s. Maybe a bit of 70s. Not so keen on the 80s though. Right, Black. This has got Wonderful Life on it. And I think it's got Flow Up Hit as well, I think. Sweetest Smile, I think that was a hit as well. Haven't actually played this one yet, but I am looking forward to putting that on my deck. Bizarrely, got this for £1. Get On This, dance hits, but this is early 90s dance, and I had to get this because it's got Candy Flip on it. Oh yeah, I have to find that. It's got Candy Flip on it, Loaded, Catwoman by Cat, another Prince connection there. Public Enemies on it, Sun Rising, The Beloved. So it's actually quite a cool compilation. Don't like every track on it, but there's enough on there worth getting. Fairground Attraction. which has got the big hit single Perfect. I absolutely love that. So that was really, really nice find. Find My Love's on it. Got the lyric sheet. This looks like pretty unplayed. The lyric sheet is in really good nick. There we go. Put that one there. Now this one, I bought 4 records from lady at car boot sale, walking through, just rifling through all the stuff, and most of it was awful, like, I don't know, brass band records and rubbish, but there were a few decent records. Now this is the first one, Nancy Sinatra and Lee Hazelwood, and the record is Did You Ever, and I played this and I thought it was a really good listen. It's got, never heard of any of the tracks, but I really like the sound of that. It's kind of country, nice duets on it, bit like one of the other records I got from the same woman, Johnny Cash and June Cash. Now I love Johnny Cash. I didn't really get into him when I was a kid, but I think that all changed only just before he died, when he released Hurt, which just absolutely blew me away. So since then I've been getting other records by him, and this one's got things like, I don't think there's anything really famous on it actually. There's a few like religious songs, which I'm not the greatest fan of, but honestly the performances and the voices just make up for it. That's a really, really good record. Love that one. Always loved Simon & Garfunkel. So we've got a fairly decent copy of Party Stage Rosemary and Thyme. I think this is a later reissue. It's not an original because of the inner sleeve sound of the 70s, whereas this was originally released, I think, in 66. Oh yeah, so it's got a review on the back by Robert Shelton, dated August 66, so it must be. Anyway, brilliant album. Scarborough Fair's on it, 59th Bridge Street song, love that. Top-notch songs. Slightly different, Diana Ross. And it's really annoying that I've got the video the wrong way around. I don't know how I've managed that, but that's quite a nice picture of La Ross. Got this one. Not a massive fan of Diana Ross, but I got this one because it was produced by Bernard Edwards and Nile Rodgers, the Chic organisation, and the importance of their contribution to popular music cannot be understated. Obviously, people like Orange Juice picked up on it, but they were geniuses. I've got a few Chic albums, and I've got Sister Sledge, other stuff, and I just think they were unbelievably good around the end of the 70s. So I've got that, another quick job. Back to the, saying in the 80s, so that was 1980. We've also got Stephen Tintin Duffy. This has got Kiss Me on it, but I haven't actually played it. The inner sleeve's in quite nice nick. I need to re-stick the cover, get my old Pritt stick out. Looking forward to listening to that. Next one, Joan Armatrading, Walk Under Ladders. I haven't played this yet. I don't know if I know any of the tracks on it. I mean, I love Love and Affection, love Drop the Pilot, a few of the other things. But I don't think this is 1981. So, but it's in nice condition. £1, thought I'd give it a whirl. The next record is by a woman I really didn't get when I was about 20, whenever it was that she first came out with records. Is Sade. Now, I've since fallen in love with her voice. I just think she's gorgeous, and I've loved most of the stuff she's released now. I was up in London visiting my dad, and I popped in while I was there. We were up in near where he lives in London, and just popped into the Oxfam shop, and I got actually the next 3 records. I think, yeah, I got them all for £1 each. Now this is even still in plastic cover with the Tower record sticker still on it, and I remember going to Tower Records when I was a kid. So Stronger Than Pride, I think, guess be the most famous track on here. Love Is Stronger Than Pride. Paradise, was that a single? Can't remember. Anyway, beautiful singer. Next one. Now, when I couldn't stand this bloke when I was younger, I thought it was all hippie rubbish. Probably right though. But I saw a documentary on BBC 4 about the making of this album, and this is Tubular Bells. And I've since really enjoyed listening to it. I really like it. It seems to be in a really good condition, and what I really like about it is that it's got the original Virgin label. Can you see that there? I just love that label. So I guess this must be an original 73 copy. Because I know they changed to a green label or something later on. Just some grotty rubbish label. But anyway, next one, Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark. This is a brilliant album. I was absolutely blown away when I heard this in full. I've heard quite a few of their records, probably the later ones. Obviously the greatest hits and the singles. I really, really like, I think it's an underrated record, Dazzle Ships, which I'm looking for, and I would love to get that copy of that, because I love the cover of that. But this is a top-notch record. I kind of had them down as a bit of boring old farts during the 80s. They weren't exactly exciting, but they were remarkable, absolutely remarkable. Got Joan of Arc, both versions of Joan of Arc, Maid of Orleans version as well. Souvenirs on it, but honestly, absolutely brilliant album. Next one I got, this picked up at Boots album. It's actually, I think it's pretty well pristine nick. This is Rick Springfield. Now I've been looking for a copy of this since 1984. Probably could have picked one up, but I always had other records to buy. The reason I wanted to get this one is because of the track Human Touch, and I was actually on Top of the Pops the day that this, or I was a member of the audience, I wasn't actually performing, the day that he went on to do this. I mean, they also had bands that I loved much more at the time, like the Bunnymen, Smiths, The Alarm were on it, Madonna was on it, well I didn't know who she was, it was her first British performance, got Cyndi Lauper's autograph. And if anybody can find the clip of Girls Wanna Have a Fun where Cyndi Lauper is in a black dress dancing on the stage, there is a rather awkward looking young boy who dancing very badly, and that's me. Now if you can recognise me, then I'll give you a, what's it called? A no prize Marvel used to give. Yes. Another top-notch album. This is brilliant. This is pristine. The vinyl is absolutely pristine. The cover's been knocked about a bit, but I've cleaned it up and there's not a cracker on it. This is Soft Cell, Non-Stop Erotic Cabaret, Tainted Love, Sex Dwarf, Bedsitter, Say Hello, Wave Goodbye. Brilliant album. Brilliant. Now the last batch, I've been indulging in my inner ABBA fan. So I've just been buying up loads of ABBA albums. We've got Super Trooper. That's brilliant. ABBA the album. Just still got a price tag on it. I've got to get the Goo Gone on it. Some writing on the back, but I don't care, it's only £1. Waterloo, which is a reissue version of it. We've got to get the Goo Gone on that as well. Arrival. Brilliant. what's this one? ABBA. I think this one's just called ABBA, isn't it? Yeah. It's got Hey Hey Helen, who Lush covered. I've got the Lush version on Gala, I think, back in late 80s. But I'd never heard the original version, and it's a stunner. And then I bought this today for £1, which is the first 10 years singles. Nice double album. Lovely double album. Really nice pictures, and it's gorgeous. So I should take great pleasure in playing that, even though I know the songs inside out. And then the final one is a Frida solo album, and this is actually pretty good. This is her second solo album, I think. Went a bit different on this, produced by Steve Lillywhite. Doesn't sound like first album, which I can't remember what it's called, but another top shot album. Right, I hope you found that interesting. I'm looking a bit sweaty, but we'll see if we can do another video. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll be able to see lots more of your videos. Thanks very much. Bye.